my lighting? Behind the scenes. Hey, loves. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on with my light, child? Wait, this lighting. It makes it seem like it's a lot later than it really is. It's not. It's not. Hey, my loves. There we go. How are we doing? How are we do? There we go. One woman show. One woman show. It's something. Thank you all for being here at the last minute. I told you guys I would not know the schedule until it happened. So here we are. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? And yeah, my hair is puffy today because I forgot to wrap it up. I fell asleep. I went to sleep this morning. I did not go to bed last night. I went to sleep this morning. Ask me why. Ask me why I went to bed so late. I was catching up on Chasing Dallas. I was catching up on Chasing Dallas, and I was just like, one more episode. One more. I mean, it's only 3, but I hadn't watched any. And I was just like, one more episode. Just one more. Child, I'm tired. Child, Reese, why are you always in some mess? It's you every season, Reese. Love you, but it's you every season. How are we doing? Hello, new people. What I'm going to do is talk to you guys for about 10 minutes. And then after that, we will get into this dry boots review. This could have been an email. This could have been an email. This could have been an email. What am I spraying? Bath and Body Works Winter Candy Apple. I cut open the big bottle, sliced it open, and put it in. Put the scent into my dollar store / Target, because these are dollar store, and I got some from Target too. I put them in these little bottles so that they can go with me everywhere I travel, especially when I'm like, on the run, running errands. You never know. I could be in Marshall's one day looking for Le Creuset. I spent all day yesterday trying to learn the correct pronunciation, and so far, I went to the Le Creuset website, and on their YouTube channel, they have a chef from Le Creuset. No, it's not Le Creuset, telling you how to pronounce it. So it's Le Creuset. I'm culture. But anyway, if you're running errands, you know what I mean? Like, ladies, before you get, and gents, hello, and everybody in between and outside, hey, welcome. If you are traveling somewhere, like I said, let's just say you're running to Marshall's to get some Le Creuset, cutlery, bakeware, in a cast iron Dutch oven, right? One of their mini cast iron Dutch ovens. Before you get out of the car, this is what you do. Before you get out of the car, you spray your scent. Because you never know who you're going to meet, right? And the one thing, aside from them saying she's a he, whoever this person is, they are a great person. I love them. Great personality, beautiful person. But let me tell you something. They smell delicious. Leave them with that every time. Leave them with that every time. And you also have to spray it until your shirt is a little bit drenched. That's how you know you put on just enough. But yeah, go to the dollar store, get yourself some little bottles, cut open your Bath and Body Works body spray or Victoria's Secret. They're still in business. Okay, Rihanna said, it's my turn now. But, cut it open, put it in those little bottles and travel with them. Instead of that big behind bottle, Bath and Body Works, that don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn, that is not a travel size bottle at all. And the travel size bottles that you have, why do we have to keep on getting those little travel size bottles? They are able to open up, right? The travel size bottles, you could open them up. But the big ones, the gallon scent body sprays, you can't open them up. You got to cut them open with a razor. I almost slit my wrist. My family would have thought that I committed suicide, not that I'm trying to open up a Bath and Body Works body spray. Whole different kind of funeral. She was doing so well. I was fine, Mom. Me screaming in the afterlife. Mom, I was fine. I was just trying to open up a Bath and Body Works body spray. I get that they have that on there because they don't want people to tamper with it, but it's just like, why is the travel size? Why can you open the travel size? Why can you take the top off the travel size, but you can't take the top off the big ones? Capitalism. That's why. It always goes back to capitalism. How are you guys? Somebody said, I love your hair. Very auntie. Thank you. I feel like I'm a Hillman auntie, right? Like I would be the dean of Hillman University, right? This is giving very dean here at a HBCU. Oh, it's Thirsty Thursday. Are we thirsty over men or are we actually like, are we talking about drinks? If we are, what I'm drinking today, Kimberly, thank you. What I'm drinking today is a passion fruit, strawberry, banana, apple juice, orange juice, almond milk, dash of cinnamon smoothie. That's my smoothie. And I added in my Vital Proteins Energy Boost and my Vital Proteins collagen. So it's like two scoops of collagen in here and 2 scoops of protein starter. So I'm Carlin. I'm actually going to review the looks when I review the actual reunion. That'll be the first thing we get into. We always get into the looks at the beginning of the reunion, and then after that, we'll get into the review. Oh my gosh, Aurelie, what? Upside down apple pie. Darn it, if you haven't demolished it already, send us pics. Let me see. I love, guys, please share your cooking stuff with me. Y'all know I'm a cooking hoe. I love it. Lo cruce. We will talk about that, Minerva. We will talk about the reunion trailer because I'm just like, when I watched this season finale, I was just like, I'm not quite sure if the reunion is going to give what it's supposed to have gave. If this was the season finale, I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned. That's what I'm concerned about, K-Dior. Juicy, but is it enough for 4 parts? I told you, none of these reunions have ever proven to be worth 3 parts. Y'all giving us 4? Y'all giving us 4? Oh, so y'all think y'all the Real Housewives of Atlanta and better. Okay. Okay. I hope y'all can pull it off. Hey, Irene. How are you, my love? Hey, Missy. I'm blessed and highly favored. So I'm doing great. Thank you all. I love how you guys are becoming friends. This just blesses my heart, Star family. I love when I see you guys encouraging each other. I love when I see you guys helping each other. Let's keep this going. You are not subscribers to a YouTube channel. We are a family. That's why we call ourselves the Star family. Keep it going. Yes. I put up all my reminders at the last minute. So Married at First Sight is today, right after this live. Oh, it's good. It's good. And Reese is back with the mess. This is what I love about Reese, right? Reese is the cause of so much drama. But if you tell Reese is just like, what? No, that's not what I meant. That's not what, see, all the girls want to come for me. They come for you because you come for everybody. But you don't know it. Reese is oblivious, and I don't think that Reese is like being shady, but Reese is just like, no, I'm trying to help everybody else out. I'm trying to make sure we all get this money together. But you keep on talking about people and dragging them in your confessionals and expecting people not to be mad at the reunion. You know a show I cannot wait to come back. They've had a really difficult time. I don't know what the hell is going on in production. I watched the live. The producer said that the show was coming back, but we're still waiting. G-Status, what is it? G-Status, G-Hustle, G-Status Hustle, whatever. Atlanta, that show is so good. Dre December is a star. Dre December. I got my mom watching that show. My mom's like, "Oh, Nick, you got to watch this one because Dre Simber is on it this episode." Dre Simber is a star. Absolutely, guys. Thank you, Tony. Tony said, "Nikki, can you do a hair tutorial, please, on how you got your curls popping?" Sidebar, UNS spray. It was choking me too. Guys, all that is happening on my new channel. I will debut that soon and very soon. So just look out for that. I'm going to do a whole rollout for that. I actually was filming some stuff last night for that channel, but that channel is going to be like hair, makeup, all my acting journey. I'll take you guys on set with me. I'll give my acting advice there. I'll, that's where my vlogs and all kinds of things will be. I'll keep this channel strictly comedy, strictly TV reviews, TV and film reviews, and then over there I'll do reviews of a different kind: hair reviews, skincare reviews, cleaning, the cleaning reviews, Marshall's hauls, and all of that stuff. Because I feel like when I post other stuff here, the people that are subscribed to me here, not all, but enough, really just want the comedic TV reviews. And I get that. I get that. I understand. So I'm just going to give the people who are focused on that or want that from me a separate channel. So, we don't have to fight through content over here. I want to be very specific. So that's my next step. Also, I decided to do a second channel because my fellow reviewers have been scaring me in these YouTube streets, and I'm not playing. Yeah, this should have been an email. Yeah, Chasing Dallas is a great show. It's right here on YouTube. I think you guys check it out. Also check out Chasing Atlanta. Also check out G Status Hustle Atlanta. Great show. Lo Cruce. I'll be doing that this whole time. I'm trying to get the sound. No, that's what I'm waiting on, Alex. That's what I'm waiting for. We will get into Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly dropped some tea, and she should not have. She should not have. Yes, I love G Status. I love G Status. Dre Simber will make a show. And they hate him for it. They hate him for it. Let's get into this tired review. You know what? One second, guys. I think what I'm going to do is send out a reminder for Married at First Sight. Because what I don't need is for people to be like, when is it happening? See you today at 2 p.m. PST. Married at First Sight. There you go. So the reminder is set for that, and we are good. Let me tell you something. Y'all are still commenting on my my Bachelor in Paradise live. Joe and Serena has divided the Star family. Listen, love is love. That woman is still too young to be with that old man. I'm sorry. And Joe is not an old man, but compared to his 23-year-old child bride, he's an old man. You should not be 23 with a damn near 40-year-old husband. That is just me, unless he's wealthy. Wealth changes things. But that's just me. That's just me. Child, your husband is breaking down and your brain's still not fully developed. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh gosh, this review is going to be so quick because I did not like this season finale. I hated it. I hated it. Since we're here, let's just get into the reunion trailer. I feel like we're going to be disappointed. I honestly feel like we're going to be disappointed. And I honestly felt that when I watched the trailer the first time, but everybody was hyping it up and everybody was so excited about that trailer. And I was just like, okay. It looks juicy. It does, but I'm nervous that the juicy stuff is just in the trailer. I'm nervous because listen, like I always said, the 3-part reunions never amount up to the hype. Never has there been a 3-part reunion, even with Atlanta, whom I love. Was it ever worth it? It's always, if it's a 3-part, possibly the 2-part is worth it, right? So it always just seems to me that this could have just been a 2-hour special. But when they do these 4-part and 3-part reunions, it is just a money grab, guys. It's capitalism. Capitalism in full effect. There's no reason to split up this reunion this much. It really, really isn't, because there's not a lot of, oh, all right, literally, Leah, you better light your girl up. Thank you. Speaking of lighting your girl up, I'm still waiting for my stimulus. Joe Biden, what is going on? Let me call Kamala. I'm calling Kamala. Thank you, literally, Leah, for that cash app. Thank you, my love. Oh gosh, this is going to go right into my account. And you know who's going to take their money? Apple. I feel like Apple is circling my account. I gotta write my Apple bill. Whoo, child! Before any bills get paid, Apple will come and take their little coins. Child. But thank you, literally, Leah. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's never been worth it. There's always been, you watch the reunion and it's like, okay, well, the second part is always the best, right? The first part, you'll get a little something, it'll be funny, and you get the nice little intros, then it's just dry boost. The second part is just like, oh, this is the only thing you should have showed, right? But they don't care, because at the end of the day, they sold this season as 21 episodes. When they sold it as 21 episodes, corporations and companies and brands all made the decision to buy commercials during whatever episode. So what they do is they try to sell to these companies and these corporations that, oh, the reunion is where we get the most viewers. So this is when you want to buy commercial time. So they buy this commercial time and they break up these shows so that it can be like, you know what, we have more space, we have more commercial time. If you want to buy it, this is what it is. And they can upcharge people because this is the reunion. That is the most anticipated and the most watched of the season. So instead, let's say I'm Nabisco and I want to buy commercial time and I bought it mid-season, during one of them dry filler episodes, all I paid was $1 million, right? But if I don't know, Saks Fifth Avenue, and I want to buy commercial time and I really want people to see my commercial, I'm going to be competitive and buy during the reunions, right? But I'm not a fan of the show. I'm just a corporation that I'm making money and I don't really watch it. So I don't know that people drop off at the end. But I'm being sold this by Bravo that this is the time that I need to buy because this is when everybody is going to watch. So Nabisco paid $1 million for one of them filler episodes, but Saks Fifth Avenue just paid $6 million for a 3 to 5 minute commercial during one of the most anticipated episodes of the season. It's a money grab. The content is not there. And I'm concerned. Because I watched the trailer and then I watched the extended trailer and I'm just like, because the bar is low for Beverly Hills. Let's just tell the truth and shame the devil. The bar is low for Beverly Hills. The way everybody is going up, there are people, pop culture reviewers, podcasters, all, we got to be honest here. We're honest here, Star family. Oh my gosh, this is the best season in Housewives history. The ladies gave what they were supposed to have gave. Yes, sis, they did that work. Really? This is the best season ever of all the Housewives? Potomac is looking at y'all like, really? We give this every episode, every season. What are you talking about? Atlanta is just like, just because I'm sick, don't mean I'm dead, ho. I'm still here. And everybody is just going up for the Real Housewives. The bar is low for them. They do nothing and get the same amount, if not more, than Potomac and Atlanta. And we know why. Hello. This is still America. 50 years out of Jim Crow ain't long enough. The bar is low for them. So I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm just like, when I hear 4-part reunion, I don't hear 4-part reunion because it's so juicy and we have so much material. I hear 4-part reunion because it's a money grab. And we were able to sell commercials to big corporations for $6 to $10 million. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm just concerned because, like I said, the bar is low for Beverly Hills. If this is what everybody is saying is the best season, of course, they don't have to do any work because everybody is going up like, this season is so great. This season is only great because of Garcelle and Sutton and PK, of all people. That's the reason why it's great. The two people that the Scissor Sister Circle is trying to kick off the freaking show is the only reason why this season is great. Because if it had not been for PK, Sutton, and Garcelle, we would not have a season. This season would have been dry as this season finale. That's what it would have been. Erica crying and the ladies being like, oh my gosh. Tom flipped his car again. Oh God, he died for 10 hours and he came back. Oh, thank you, Jesus. He's so strong. That would have been the whole season. But the bar is so low for them. It's so low for them. Everybody is just, because I was just reading tweets while I was watching this episode because the episode was terrible. This season finale was garbage. Could have been an email. And oh my goodness, they did that. Oh my, what's another one that they love saying? Not not the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills doing it like this. Please stop saying that. I'm sorry. Like, just if you're not Black, please leave. If you're not African American, please leave African American vernacular alone. Like we never are laughing with you. We're laughing at you. Not Kathy showing up in a lampshade hat. You sound stupid. Real stupid. Bars in hell, I'm concerned. I really, really think that episode 2 of the reunion part 2, I really think that that's going to be the best part. I think Andy is going to save grilling Erica for the end, but I only think he's going to grill her for like 2 seconds because, you know, he goes easy with the Housewives. He put them black ones and the medium black ones through hell. But the easy breezy. So I just don't know if it's just going to be worth it. And I was already feeling that, guys. I was already on the fence. And then I saw the season finale, and I'm just like, I think it's going to be Basura. I think the reunion is going to be Basura. I think we're going to hold Erica to the end. And then after that, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be 2 minutes of, let me ask this. What about this? I know how much you make. I think that's the only time he's going to come for her. Everybody is going, oh my God. Andy said, I know how much you make on the show. Ooh, he's giving it to the girls. No, he's not, guys. Prove me wrong, Andy. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. But I don't think I am, and that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. Anyway, let's get into this Dry Boots reunion. Kathy is trying to sell a home, season finale. Kathy is trying to sell a home for $53 million, and that home has neighbors. If this isn't the best description of LA, you see that home? Something was like, if you don't mind my asking, how much? $53 million. Yeah, 53. That's what we're doing. 50. We're trying to get rid of it. 53. Trying to get rid of it at $53 million with neighbors. Only in Los Angeles will you find people who will pay $53 million to $110 million for a home, and they can literally look out their backyard and see neighbors. If I'm paying $53 million, I'm paying for a city. I own an entire city. That's how big my estate will be. You think I'm paying all that money and I can't walk outside into my backyard butt naked without seeing somebody watering their lawn? Only in LA does that make sense. Only in LA. I was like, 53, they got neighbors. The neighbors are right there. You paying $53 million? Okay. Spend your money. You can't take it with you because it's easier for the camel to get through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Have fun on earth. Cow, extremely messy. Sutton. I hope you see it. I hope you see this woman is not your friend. Kyle is a friend to no one but herself. I hope you, not even her damn sister. Let Kim tell it. She still ain't give Kim back her house. Kyle is a friend to no one but herself. There was no reason the Scissor Sister Circle or clique, whatever we want to call, however I feel at the moment, they're all having dinner, stroking Erica's ego. Why does something need to be brought up, Kyle? And the thing that bothers me, not only about the fact that you keep on bringing up Sutton to Erica, but you also bring up Sutton saying things that you have already said about Erica behind her back, but you're making it seem like you did not agree with what Sutton said, and you're making it seem like Sutton is saying things that you are saying about Erica. So when you're telling this, yeah, well, she still says that she doesn't believe you and it just doesn't make sense and everything is, it's not adding up, Erica. You said that, ho. You and Dorit. You and Dorit said that. So why are you trying to make it seem like it was just Sutton? Erica, do you see it? Because Kyle and Dorit keep on talking about, because Kyle was on Watch What Happens Live and Dorit was on the latest Watch What Happens Live, and they're talking about how y'all still pretty good friends. You still friends with them? All right, girl. I hope they're your co-workers now. Or are you still going to dinner with them, mixing fingers together? Sisters, we're here forever. We're going to hold each other through any difficult time. Y'all at your big ages, y'all at dinner, at your big age, clasping fingers and taking a picture of it and posting it on Instagram. How embarrassing. How am at your big age? Some of y'all pushing 60. And sisters forever. Take a pic, please. We're going to post this on Instagram. That'll show the haters. You're damn near 60. Disappointing. This is why y'all need real jobs. Because people with real jobs don't do this. You think I'm going out to Applebee's with my girlfriends and doing this and telling people to take a picture and post it in on Instagram? No. Because I got a 4-hour shift at Wendy's and I just got out of a 6-hour shift at there. I almost died the last time I worked. I don't have time. I don't have time to be petty at my big age when I got to will myself to go to this dangerous North Philadelphia Wendy's and serve them 99-cent burgers that I know is killing my community. Who got the time? Who got the time? When I'm department manager at the Cherry Hill H&M. I don't have the time because I'm too busy watching the security cameras because some 14-year-old kids who are being homeschooled because their parents are anti-vax and they got to stay home. They coming to my store, infecting all the sales associates and stealing all the damn 99-cent earrings. I don't have time to do this at Bahama Breeze and take pictures with my girlfriends. Y'all need real jobs. Y'all need real jobs. That is the season we would have had. Had it not been for Garcelle and Sutton and Messy PK, that is the season we would have had. Sisters forever. We believe you. They're still saying they believe this woman. After all the story, they're still saying they believe this woman. That is the season we would have had. Andy, whatever you need, you better give it to Garcelle and Sutton. You better give it to Garcelle and Sutton. And messy little PK too. Give him a diamond. I know he won't mind being in the middle. PK will show up to work and give us what we need. He will watch out, ladies. I'm here. He will show up to work. Give it to him. Make his wife a friend of the show. Or maybe make her a PA on the show or something. Listen, have her go grab the cast coffee. Because the husband is doing her job. And better than her. Way better than her. Anyway, let me get off of them. That really bothered me, child. It's my Vital Protein starter. That's what that is. Also, Erica told so many lies this episode, like this whole season. She's told so many lies, she can't keep up with them, right? Because when she was retelling, because she was retelling the ladies, right? Because she had to add another piece into the story, right? So she's retelling the ladies the story about Tom's car and all this stuff flipping over. And when she started to tell them, she forgot, right? She's lied so much. She couldn't recall what she had said. So she was just like, and yeah, he was unconscious for 12. And these dummies, either these ladies are dumb or they are complicit. Y'all have received some money from Tom or something, because I can't believe that y'all are sitting at this table like, no, Erica, remember when you said that it was this long? And Erica's like, yeah, 9 hours. Yeah, my son. Yeah, my son called off of work early and came out to help me get him. Yeah, that's what happened. And the ladies, oh, you didn't say that last time. Because she's lying, you fools. I mean, Nikki, they're not fools. I got to do better. I'm just so annoyed. I'm so annoyed because the bar is so low for Beverly Hills. And I fear that people are going to try to make them the Real Housewives of Atlanta of this franchise. And I'm so bothered because the bar is in hell. They've given us nothing. The 3 people that have given us something, this fan base has tried to make them out to be villains. And these ladies are trying to get them off the show. And people are still going up for them. Woo! Watch it work. Watch it work every time. Watch it work every time. Better than drugs. Better than drugs. Better than money. This is why we can't get white women to come over to the feminism movement. Are we going to talk? This is why y'all will never come, because this right here is expensive. Expensive. Y'all like, I want to be free of the patriarchy, but baby, I don't want to let this go. I can't. I hate the way he treats me, but can't let this go. I get it. But woo, the bar is in hell. Anyway, so wait, because I didn't jumped onto something else. I did just want to reiterate, and I hope you see that Kyle is not your friend. I hope you see this. I hope you are very aware now, and I hope you go into the next season fully aware that this is not your friend, and this is how you need to go throughout the rest of the season. It seems like you and Crystal and Garcelle have linked up in some kind of manner. I'm hoping it's the truth, because this is the dream team I've always wanted. Crystal, you were a little, I was kind of concerned about your performance, but it seems like we may get the dream team I was asking for. Who knows? So anyway, Erica's now adding more to her story, and now she's adding her cop son into these lies that she's telling. And let me tell you something. Maybe I just watched too much ID channel. Maybe I've watched too much Snapped. But Erica, it's giving Snapped. It's giving ID channel. It's giving ID channel. The Southern, mean, strong mom who implicates her son and convinces him to help her scam and kill her husband. It's giving, not saying that you've killed anybody, but I'm just like, it's looking like an ID channel Snapped script to me. Because all of a sudden, now your son has been at every incident with Tom. Why didn't you say that before? Now he's in all of these places. I hope your son lawyers up. Because your mama is putting you in places that you probably were not. But she's implicating you. Now, the last couple episodes, she's been implicating you through all of this. Whoo, child. It's giving ID channel. It's going to get messier. It's going to get messier because if this son is pulled into this, like Erica has done, if he starts getting subpoenaed in it, we've seen the episodes. We've seen the episodes where the detectives are in there and they start talking to the son, and the son is like, "Oh no, I wasn't there." Well, we have your cell phone, and it was pinging off the location where we found the body. I love my mom. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. I've been getting a lot of helicopters in this area. Did they build an airport around my hood? Oh God, I hope it's a private airline that just started flying in this area and not helicopters. Because I'm sorry, I'm from Philly. When you hear the ghetto birds flying over, it's crime. It's crime. It's crime. Oh Lord. So Rena talked about how she her mouth messed up her QVC deal. Y'all don't like money. Y'all do every and anything for money. Throw every and anybody under the bus for money. Then when you get money, you mess it up. Do y'all know how lucrative a QVC deal is? Let me tell you something. I know y'all love me and I know y'all support me through anything. Let me tell y'all something. When I get a QVC deal, I'm talking different. I'm talking different on this channel. Oh, baby. I would be like, you know what? It was just a misunderstanding. Why can't we all get along? Oh, I'm talking. You think I'm messing up that QVC deal? Wait, speaking of a QVC deal. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie said, for just because I love you. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for the Cash App. Love you too. You think I'm messing up a QVC deal? Oh, I'm talking real different. It was so long ago. No, I won't. I won't. I can't. I won't sell out that hard. But baby, Nikki, what do you think of Erica? You know, we all make mistakes, guys. Let's, put some hearts in the comments section for Erica. We're going to pray for her. We're going to pray. I would never want to tear down a fellow QVC sister. Love you, girl. You think I'm messing up a QVC? Rena, I mean, all you had to do was shut up. All you had to do was shut up. You was in them QVC offices getting on everybody's nerves. And let me tell you something, QVC is in Philly. So they know, right? They're not afraid of a little controversy. When they leave that QVC office, listen, it's knucking if you bucking, right? So they get it. But it's work. They're sending out stuff to Middle America. They know who's buying their stuff. 85-year-old Marge, who lives in Minnesota. 60-year-old Tony, who all of a sudden wants to be a chef from Chicago. They know who's buying their stuff. So although they knucking and bucking and super liberal when they leave them QVC offices, when they get to work, it's Fox News, baby. They know their audience. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I've gotten in trouble for some of the things that I've said. I owned it. You owned it and you're broke. You've owned it and you've lost a huge... Oh, God. Lord, if you give me the money, I won't disappoint you, Father. I'll pay my tithes and I'll shut up. I will shut up. And the way she tried to twist it, well, sometimes we just have to say, you don't have to say things. You don't have to get on you're at work. You don't have to get on those people's nerves. They have a headquarters in Philadelphia. You don't think that they agree with those views? Why are you going to work getting on everybody's nerves? Why are you tweeting stuff? That's probably what happened. She was tweeting stuff and being a mess on Instagram, and all those elderly white moms and grandmoms and pappies was just like, QVC, what the hell is going on? What is Rena saying? I bought one of her shawls, but she doesn't seem like much of a Christian woman. You know, I'm evangelical, so I'm going to send this back. Dummy. Y'all don't like money. Anyway, let's get to this Chinese New Year's party. I've dragged this show out long enough. There was nothing to happen this episode. I'm trying to give y'all something. I'm trying to give y'all something. The Chinese New Year party. The best thing that I can say about this episode is that Crystal did a good job. It was beautiful. This was so beautiful. Didn't it look magical? It looked magical. So beautiful. So beautiful. Crystal, I know you put your husband up to that little messy comment about friends, supporting friends through everything. I love it when the house husbands get messy. I love when a house husband gets messy. Speaking of messy, can we real quick talk about Elliot? Elliot is me, baby. Elliot is all of us, because when Erica and Sutton and the whole table was going back and forth, poor elderly Elliot was like, Kath, what'd she say? I can't hear, Kath. What happened? Kathy was like, I'll tell you next time. Hold on. Wait a minute. Like, not right now, Elliot. We're mic'd. But Elliot is me. If I can't get the mess, like if I'm at the table and I can't hear the mess, baby, I'm going to excuse myself. If my sisters, whoever I'm sitting next to won't tell me, Toya, what they say? What's going on? Why she pull out a razor blade? What's happening? If nobody will tell me, I will excuse myself and go to the restroom. But I will take my time walking by the mess, and I'll drop something out of my purse because that gives me more time. And then I can lean in and air hustle, and nobody's really looking at me because they think I'm just picking up something. No, baby, I'm getting the tea. I'm getting the tea. Elliot is me. Elliot is all of us. Kathy, what they say? That part took me out because I was like, yes, I would have done the same thing. I can't hear what's happening. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this Chinese New Year's party was beautiful. Crystal, you did a fabulous job on this Chinese New Year's New Year's. I'm Black. New Year's celebration. This effort that you put into just putting this together. I wish you would have put it into the season. Oh, you did not deliver. Damn it. But hopefully you get a season 2 to redeem yourself. So anyway, all the ladies are arriving to this Chinese New Year's celebration. Garcelle, I love her. I love her. When she walks in and she sees Rena, not my favorite look. This is what we want. This is what a housewife should do. Not my favorite. But what are you going to say to somebody? I hate your look. Come on. It's rude. I love her. Garcelle, what press were you doing for Coming to America? Because I'm a bit shocked that you were doing press. No shade. You had no lines. You were literally in this movie for 30 seconds. Now, I have been somebody who has been cut out of something, right? I know what it's like. I used to run my mouth back in the day and be like, oh, girl, watch me on episode 7 of this show. I'm a lead. I'm a lead. I got like 3 lines. I'm talking to the main character. And that show premieres and they cut my part out. So I learned to shut up until this thing airs. I let everybody else tell me that they saw me. I'm not telling nobody that they're going to see me because you never know what happens during editing. So I think maybe you were filming and there was like a lot of stuff that you were filming, but they just cut you down to 30 seconds for whatever reason. But baby, why were you doing press? You were not in that film. They had you like a glorified extra. Hope the pay was good. I hope the pay was good because you just were, whoo, child, you were not in that at all. And you did not have to drag that man. I love you, but you are a little too blunt, sis. You did not have to drag that poor man. Yes, he was nervous. He was, all these cameras are around him. He's trying to impress you. He had his little gel bang. He was trying, to make a good impression. And you just dragged. Where's the body? Where was that six pack? Didn't see it. She's great for the show, though. Before I go on, Nat- nasty gal. What's up? Nasty gal said Rena publicly supporting Black Lives Matter. Unexpected, shocking. Absolutely not unexpected and absolutely not shocking. Everybody supported Black Lives Matter. Even the police at some point, right? Because what you don't want to do is be behind a movement, especially when you live off of or your funding comes from the people. Right? You don't want to be a corporation who comes out and says all lives matter when the whole world is saying Black Lives Matter. So you're going to say it, you don't have to mean it. We have police officers kneeling with protesters. I ain't mean that. But you don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to be caught not supporting a trend. So I'm not shocked that everybody had a black square. I see you. Whoo! I'm sorry, but lackluster activism just takes me out. Do y'all remember the safety pins? Do y'all remember the safety pins? Whoo, that was a time. That was a time. I remember, this is why I don't be on Facebook no more. All my white coworkers was wearing the safety pins. And they were like, we see you. If you need anything, Nikki, this safety pin shows that I am here. I see you. And I'm like, child. So anyway, who child? Being black is a lot. It's so much you just have to eat. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm not shocked. Thank you, nasty gal. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Lisa talks big about Garcelle in her confessionals, but when she gets in front of Garcelle, all of that goes away. All of that goes away. You talk big to that girl, to that woman in your confessionals, but when you see her, it all goes away. Because all Garcelle said was, I am hoping that at some point you reach out to Denise. Because what a lot of people don't realize, they were bosom buddies back in the day, those three. Excuse me. They were always at events, hanging out at Lisa's place, hanging out. They were friends to the point, like, you know, when you come over, when somebody has like a party at their home and a majority of the guests leaves and the main clique stays and they end up either sleeping over or staying till like 3 a.m. That's who they were. So it bothers Garcelle that when she came on this show, their relationship fell apart because they all thought they were friends. Denise was shocked. Garcelle was shocked. And Lisa is like, I'm trying to pay my mortgage. Right? So that's what is happening with her. She cannot like Garcelle is a good person. So she cannot understand destroying a friendship of 20 years for a TV show. It doesn't make sense to her. It makes absolute sense to Rena, but it doesn't make sense to Garcelle. It doesn't make sense to Denise. So she just wants this to be fixed. But I feel like they don't realize that the friend that y'all thought y'all had that long time ago is not the same person. This is a woman who's desperate. This is a woman who has to keep this check going because ain't nothing else going on. She done messed up with QVC. QVC, you won't have a problem out of me. You won't have a problem out of me. Just know that. But this is her only check, right? And you know, I'm not going to count Harry's coins because I like them. But you know, you got to do what you have to do because I don't think that a lot of people realize is that 90% of these celebrities are broke. Are broke. Let me tell you something. The movie stars don't have that money. They do not have that money. You know who got real coins? Series regulars, leads on TV shows. They have real coins. That's why when Constance Wu was going, you know, crazy about her show being renewed, I was like, girl, it's safer and more lucrative to have TV coin than movie coin. Unless you're in a Marvel film, baby, that movie money is gonna go away real quick. That TV money gonna last forever. Gonna last forever. Especially if it was a really good TV show. Who is eating well off of a TV show that came and went? What is a TV show that you can turn on TV and it's on right now? But it went off the air a long time ago. Friends, I'll just give an example. Friends, Seinfeld, all of those. Amanda, thank you so much for the Venmo, my love. Thank you, Amanda. Says Rena would sell her mom or her daughters for a nickel. Oh my God, Amanda. Rena's not our favorite this season, but whew, yikes. Thank you so much for the Venmo. But that's the thing. Like, Friends, when they were on, they were getting $1 million an episode towards their last seasons, right? But those shows are still being played on like TBN and all those networks and all of that stuff, right? TBN, not the broadcast, TBS. But they're still getting played. So every time that gets played, they get money. They get money. Let me tell you something. I have not been in a film, right? I've been on 2 TV shows. Was there another? Was that? Oh, I was non-union, so that doesn't count. But I'm union, right? And I was on 2 TV shows. Guys, I'm still getting checks from I'm still getting checks from both shows, right? But I'm still getting checks from one show that are still pretty hefty, right? Because that show, Netflix bought it. So I'm still getting coins from that. It's not, a grand amount of money, but it's helping take care of my phone bill. You know what I mean? Like it helps. Could you imagine if I was a lead on that show and I was on all of those seasons? Every time a network buys that show or a network plays it on the air, you get money. It's better to have TV coin than movie coin. Because once that movie is in and out, unless somebody buys it up and distributes it again, you're done. But TV money, you will live good. There are people who live out here who are driving Bentleys, living in the real Beverly Hills, the gated community of Beverly Hills. The Beverly Hills, I'm telling you right now, the Beverly Hills that you can drive through is the ghetto. The Beverly Hills that you can drive through and take pictures is the ghetto. The real Beverly Hills is the Beverly Hills you will never see. That Beverly Hills is gated. That's where the real money is. But that ghetto that you driving around with that crazy intersection, the ghetto of Beverly Hills, it exists. If I can drive by your house in Beverly Hills, you're in the ghetto. Them TV people is living in the real Bel Air. That's good money. Good money. I don't even know why I made that statement. I done forgot why I made it, but it was a reason, and I think I made my point. There was a reason, and I think I made my point. Moving on. I think it was something about Lisa. Anyway, Erica. So at this Chinese New Year's dinner, Erica and Sutton is again apologizing to Erica, wanting to move forward because it's a Chinese New Year. She wants to start off her New Year right, and Erica's just like, thanks, okay. Sutton's just like, I went too far, and I just want you to know that I'm sorry. I didn't mean, to do this, and I just want to move forward with you. Got it. Thanks. And PK is just like, why ain't you? PK, let me tell you something. These producers are messy. Y'all set PK next to the right person because y'all knew the other ladies would not do anything, but y'all knew that PK would ask the right questions. So Erica really doesn't respond, right? But Erica would have been open to that because she was the one that was, I went too far, and I'm sorry. I'm glad that, I was upset. I'm glad that we can move forward and all of this stuff, right? She said that at their at their last girls trip. All of a sudden, at this Chinese New Year celebration, she got a different kind of energy. Why did she have a different kind of energy? Because she sat down with the Sister Circle clique. And they started telling her, or Kyle started telling her about what Sutton was saying, but she meant to say what everybody was saying and what I said and what I agree with, but I'm just going to make it seem like it was Sutton. So now Erica is on 10 again with Sutton because she feels like even after they move forward, that Sutton was still talking about her. But what she does not realize is that Sutton has not discussed her since that. Since that moment, the only person she talked about her situation with was Garcelle. She's not sitting down with these ladies and talking to them about Erica. But Kyle is lying and making it seem like Sutton is still saying these things when it's her and Doritos who is saying it. But you're going to make it seem like it's Sutton. So anyway, now Erica's on 10 with Sutton. She don't like her again all of a sudden. When she was just cool with her before, and she was the one who was extending the olive branch. So now she on 10 with her again. She don't like her again. And everybody's waiting for her to respond. And she's just like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm good or whatever. So now they're back to where they were before Erica, tried to apologize and mend fences with her because of Kyle. Kyle, every housewife has their day. Every housewife has their day. Yours is coming. Yours is coming. You do too much for that not to come back to you. I'm telling you, there are housewives who have come before you who thought they would never get knocked down. It happens every time. You better stay woke. You better stay woke. And you better read the Book of Kings, first and second Chronicles. You better read it. You next. Anyway, Sutton, I get Sutton apologizing, right? Because she does want to be friendly to everyone. And, I get it. I totally understand. I just feel like she apologized enough and she really didn't have to. I don't think that there was anything for Sutton to apologize to Erica for, but I think, because the Scissor Sister circle made it seem like she was this person saying all of this stuff when everybody had the same ideas and the same views. They tried to make it seem like it was her and she became the target. So I feel like she was apologizing so that she can get back in everybody's good graces. But I hope you realize who you are on this show and realize that you don't need that anymore. I need for you, Garcelle, maybe Crystal, to realize who you are and come in and do what the fan base needs for you to do. Stand toe to toe with the Scissor Sister clique or circle, however you feel. That's what we want. Y'all keep on coming in, bowing down to these broke broads, aside from Kathy. Because let Bethany Franco tell it, y'all ain't got no money. And she know all of y'all. She know all of y'all. Anyway, that's basically all that happened. Sutton and Erica are back to where they were. Garcelle and Rinna are back to where they were. Nobody's in a good place with anybody. This season finale could have been an email. It was lackluster. It was uneventful. The best thing about it was the decor for Chinese New Year. Could have been an email. Could have. I mean, since we're canceling reunions, you could have canceled this season finale and just gave us the reunion. Like you did with New York. You kept that lackluster season finale, but didn't give us a reunion. You could have canceled this season finale and just gave us the reunion, since that's the best thing that looks like it's probably going to happen out of these last couple episodes. And that's the one thing that everybody is looking forward to. You could have did that. I don't know why y'all gave us this. There was no resolution. There was, nothing was wrapped up. We did not get any closure to anything. Could have been an email. Let's get into Watch What Happens Live real quick. Black Twitter got Dorit together. Dorit is a whole different person on Watch What Happens Live. Black Twitter got that woman shook. She was saying that she used the wrong words when she called Garcelle a bully. She was fawning over Garcelle. Everything that Garcelle wore was great. She just loves her so much. She used the wrong words, and Garcelle is such a lovely woman. The power of Black Twitter. Oh my God. The power of Black Twitter. Dorit was talking real different on Watch What Happens Live. Who did it? Who did it? Was it Erica? Was it her son? Was it Tom? Rena? Kyle? Who did it? Who did? Who is silencing me? Who did it? I'm back. You can't keep a good woman down. Kicked me out. Kicked me out of my own life. Was it Andy? Andy is just like, don't you talk about my money grab reunions. He woke up out of that 12-hour coma, climbed out of that ditch, skated on the snowy Pasadena streets all the way down to my neighborhood and clipped my internet. And then fought off the robbers that the ghetto birds are chasing in my neighborhood. Anyway, guys, please make sure you like my live because they're trying to shut me down. Please make sure you give your girl some likes. Anyway, what I was talking about with Jennifer Tilly, I didn't know that Jennifer Tilly and Sutton were really good friends because Jennifer Tilly said that when Sutton was falling out because of the issues that she was having with Crystal at Lake Tahoe, she called Jennifer Tilly to calm her down. Jennifer was just like, yeah, I was on the phone with her when she was in Tahoe, and she was saying that the girls were trying to come after her and that she didn't want to do the show and all of this stuff. And she was like, I was, consoling her throughout the whole time. I had, of all people, Sutton and Jennifer Tilly being like besties. Hollywood, man, I'm telling you, this industry, you will have friends that you be like one day, you know what? Y'all see it in my vlog, but my friends group out here, it's just all over the place. All over the place. Hollywood is like retail. You know what I mean? You know how in retail, like there's this meme going around about how when you work in retail, like the friendships are really weird. You'll be 19 years old with a best friend who's 52 named Betty. Very true. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You can't break me. What the hell is going on? You know what? Let me wrap this. Let me wrap this live up. Cause girl, oh, thank you. Somebody said I look cute frozen. I wish I could. I wish I could take a picture of that. They won't break me. They won't break me. You can't win when you're playing dirty. You know what, Erica? I'm gonna give you this. How dare you? How dare you try to take me down? Let me get this. You know what? Is it? Does Andy not want me to talk about Jennifer Tilly? Because I got some tea. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Sutton and Jennifer Tilly are like besties, right? They're such good besties that Jennifer Tilly on Watch What Happens Live was like, because Andy, two things. Andy was asking Dorit if she thinks that Kyle, is a mess starter, if she's an instigator. And Dorit was like, well, I don't. And Jennifer Tilly was like, she is definitely an instigator. Kyle instigates everything. She was instigating all that stuff about Sutton. And Dorit was like, well, there you have it, right? That's one thing I wanted to say about Jennifer Tilly. This child. This last part that I want to say about Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly was just like, she was just talking. Maybe the drinks was just flowing because she was doing a lot of sipping. She was just like, well, next season, Sutton will, be able to show a different side of herself, redeem herself, and, just show who she is. So she's a very fun girl and she's going to do very great next season. And Andy was like, what? No, we're talking about, she's only had 2 seasons. She's only had 2 seasons. And Jennifer was like, oh, well, maybe if Sutton, if she's able to come back, if you guys want her back, if the show asked her to come back, then she could, do what I said. So Sutton got her contract. Sutton got her contract, and that is the thing. You do not get your contract before the reunion. So Andy tried to clean that up real quick with Jennifer because you are not supposed to get your contracts before the reunion. However, what people don't know is that who the network really wants to come back, they get their stuff mad early. Let me tell you something. When Nene was good, she was mid-season, she had her contract. She was negotiating all kinds of deals before the season was even over because of how she was doing. But it's standard for, negotiations and contracts to start happening at like the third, the second or third part of the reunion. You never really have contracts and do all that talking until the season is over. Unless you're Sutton. So I bet you that Sutton and Garcelle, and maybe Crystal, I don't know, but I feel like Sutton and Garcelle already signed their contracts. I feel like they, out of everybody who was coming back, those 2 are coming back, and they're coming back with a bigger contract, more money, and probably more features. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer, for being a little drunk off the wine and telling all the tea. Andy was like, she's only done 2 seasons. Jennifer was like, oh, yeah. I mean, maybe if you guys want her to come. Anyway, before they cut me off again, what did you guys think? What do you guys think of this episode? This season finale? Let me get you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Where's my thing? Child. Somebody called YouTube and said, you shut that woman up. Child, I'm just waiting. Wait a minute. Where's my thing? Oh, this is the Tracy Chappelle original. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Close the door behind you. Leave your keys. I'd rather be alone than unhappy. I cracked myself up. Oh, thank you. Greta said the devil. Kyle, Erica, Dorito, and Lisa, the Scissor Sister Circle, trying to break us up over here. They won't work. You got to come through the blood of Jesus first and 10,000 angels. We will talk about that mess. We will talk about that mess on Monday's live. Girl. Child. Who y'all believe? Miss Brown Sugar said, that's why Sutton was impressed about Erica's nobody knew her at the country club. You sound foolish. Cassandra. Tom Girardi tried to get me out of here. Again, Tony. I'm telling you, as soon as I got my money, as soon as I paid for that pro package, they started doing this. They won't get me again. I'm telling you guys, that's why I always talk about H&M. When I worked at H&M, I had some of the weirdest friends. A lot of us are still friends today. And it's like, had it not been for this job, I would have never like interacted with people. But you work together so much, you just become really good friends. My friends at when I worked at the 34th Street Gap in New York City, like that friends group was really weird. Really, really weird. Like, what am I doing hanging out with Dominican stock boys who can't even speak like full English? Like their English was very broken. But because I worked at that job, I learned enough to be able to like talk to them to the point where we were like hanging out. Barely understand each other. But I'm at family events with them. Like, what is going on? Welcome to retail. Welcome to retail. My manager, she was a older Black woman from Ghana. Lunch. We're just doing lunch breaks together. Like I'm 19. This lady is pushing 60. We are like hanging out, giving me life advice, like retail. But those be some good friendships. Those be some good friendships. You think Mikey did this to me? Do you think Mikey did this to me? Mikey the informant? Do you think he did this to me? Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar said, while she's froze, in the meantime, friends, get these likes up so we can help Nikki move to another platform. Thank you. JG said, Sutton has the most random friends, and I love it. She's also friends with the lady from the first season of Basketball Wives with the gold locks that didn't move with Malaysia and Laura started fighting. Who is that? Who is that? I feel like I know who you're talking about, but was it Sunny? Is that who we're talking about? I could be wrong. But yeah, I think Sutton's friends group is like that because Sutton is a philanthropist. Like she's a lady who lunches. She is one of them people who doesn't have to work because her husband or ex-husband is loaded. So all she does is go around and figure out ways to spend his money, figure out charitable ways to spend his money for tax reasons. You know what I mean? So you have to, be able to make friends with everybody, be connected to everybody so that you can move around in those circles to, make money and spend money. That's why. I also think it's because Sutton just seems like a really nice person. Tracy said, do you like the video? Fire. Then subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends. More awesome videos on this YouTube channel. Let's make 2 million subscribers, guys. We got to do 2 million by December. I feel like we can do it. There's 13K of us here. We can do it. 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 Miss Brown Sugar said, oh, interesting. In LA, in the LA Times piece, Sutton was talking clearly about coming back. Garcelle and Crystal suggested they were still on the fence, maybe negotiating for more. Probably. But, Sutton probably outperformed and they said, we want you back. We want you back. Crystal has confirmed that she is coming back. Garcelle said that she is on the fence. I feel like if people go back and ask Crystal if she's coming back, she's going to pull the on the fence thing again, or not sure, or something like that, because I don't think that you're supposed to say that. The way Andy gave Jennifer Tilly that look and she switched up real quick, I wish I recorded it. If Garcelle is on the fence, she's negotiating for more money. Oh, Jennifer Tilly is just such a good time. I feel like I would have a great time hanging out with her. Her and Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, they just seem fun. Can you imagine me, Jennifer Tilly, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Betty White at a brunch? Girl, the jokes, the jokes, the jokes. Missy said, I hope we get more of Will Smith's ex-wife with Garcelle. I hope they bring her on as a friend of the show. I really, really do. Cherie's going to bring it. Bringing her around in a group setting so Garcelle would have a legit ally. I would love that. I would love that. Jazzy Go said, thank the Lord for Sutton, Garcelle, and PK. Absolutely. Honestly, the housewife shows are always better when the husbands get involved because the husbands have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And they also can say the things that their wives can't say, right? Or don't want to say. And the wives can be like, well, that's my husband. I don't own him. Smart. I Am Rachel said the reunion trailer was released just before Watch What Happens Live. So Dorit was also a bit rattled because Black Twitter was getting her together in her comment section. Oh, thank you so much for that insider tea. Because I was just like, you were talking real different about Garcelle. And any other interview that you catch Dorit in, she's talking about how Garcelle is manipulated. She's calculated. She came to this show with a chip on her shoulder. Now it's, oh, I used the wrong words when saying bullying. She's a lovely woman. I should not have said those things. I love Garcelle. I love Garcelle's fashion. I'm so glad to have filmed with her. What? What happened? And I think because she also doesn't seem like she's going to be real nice to her during that reunion. So you're right about that. I Am Rachel. Dragging K-Dior. Dragging. Mother was shook. Paige RL said, that's like that in the hospital I work at. I'm 29, friends with 50 and 60-year-olds, and they are inviting me to their kids' graduation and birthday parties. Yes. Yes. When you're younger than your bestie's kids, retail. You are younger than your bestie's kids. And the kids are like, what are you? How? Retail. Miss GG88 said Nikki Jeffrey from 90 Day Fiancé's domestic violence trial is being streamed on YouTube. He was the one who beat up his girlfriend, Melanated Way. Oh, yes, our girl Linda, Melanated Way, has the story. Ugh. What a sad thing. Sad. Glad he's off the show. Just Jonda, thank you for the super chat. Just Jonda said Lisa does nothing that isn't performative or gets her shine on the show. Absolutely. Apologizing to Denise has no benefit to her. Right. Denise is not on the show. You're right. Unless Garcelle brings her on. Let's give us a show. Let's give us a show. Thank you, Just Jonza. Tony said, question, did Garcelle, Dorit, Denise, and Sutton come on as friends of the show and then move into full-time roles? I can't remember. No, Garcelle was added. She was a full-time cast member. She filmed like a friend of the show because she was booked on so much stuff. She could not be there for everything. This, I think because of the pandemic and because of the reel, she was able to be around more and film more. But when they asked her to be on the show, see, they went out to get Dorit. I mean, they went out to get Garcelle. Garcelle did not audition for the show. They asked her to be a part of the show. And she told them, well, I can't really film. I have a lot going on. And they were just like, we just want you to come on. We just need your Blackness, basically, right? And so she did that. But she was like, they already knew that I already had a lot of obligations before the season even started. So Dorit, I believe, was a friend of the show and moved up. Denise came in as a main character. She was supposed to do 2 seasons, but the Sister Circle said no. Sutton was supposed to be a lead on the show. She got dropped down to friend of the show because her husband would not allow her children to film. I think it's because her daughter, who we saw this season, was maybe like 17 or too young and needed permission from her father as well to be on the show. Even if she said, okay, you can't, you're still a minor. So now that she's like 18 and, older, she can now film. But yeah, Sutton was supposed to be, I think everybody but Dorit was supposed to be a lead. and for some reason or whatever got dropped down to a friend of the show, or it looked like their role was a friend of the show. I hope that helps, Tony. And if you guys have any additional information, help our girl Tony out. Josie said, yes, love the live. Always hate it when I miss it or have to leave early like today. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Josie. Did I get them, Elise? Let me know. If I missed out on them, please hit me up on Instagram and I will acknowledge them. Oh, thank you. JG said Tanya Williams. Jackie was yelling, Tanya, help, while trying to break it up, and Tanya didn't even look at them. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. K-Dior said, I'm reading Dorit's Instagram comments now. Baby, they lighten her up. They are lighting her up. Hold on. Whew. You're going to learn today. Hey, Greta. Greta said, remember, Garcelle got Dorit together during that dinner when Dorit said her children loved her brown staff. Dorit was put on the spot with that statement. Dorit had an axe to grind afterwards. Child. That axe ain't out no more. Tony said, ooh, because I was thinking that Rena was friends with these people prior, so it was interesting. Well, they all are. I don't think they're all friends. I think they're all like associates or have seen each other at something. I think that Lisa, Garcelle, and Denise were actually friends. And I think they both came on this show shocked. Let me get to Dorit Kemsley. Dorit Kemsley. Come on, tri-state area. Just Jonathan said the reunion looks were straight out of Dot's Fashion Warehouse. You got the whole name. Oh. Oh my God. Under her first pick, Tata Eve was like, I have to say that you handled that very annoying Jennifer Tilly very nicely last night. She wouldn't let you speak. I don't think I will be able to keep it together. Child. Put some respect on Jennifer Tilly's name. She's been booked and busy for 20 years. Say what you want, but a check always clears for Jennifer Tilly. These are really nice. I don't see anything. Oh my gosh, a lot of them thought that Jennifer Tilly was annoying. Y'all thought that Jennifer Tilly. Okay, well, one person finally, the Colleen Jolene 1964 said Jennifer Tilly is the bomb. Yes. Somebody said, why did you look pissed the whole show like something happened before? She read her Twitter. She read her Twitter. Which comments are you guys looking at? Or are you looking at Twitter? Because everybody seems to be praising her. Yeah, they're praising her. They're saying she looks so good. Always stunning. Always stunning. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Thank you. Bulasam said for love your lives, beautiful. Been a while. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, we're getting some. Ooh. You know what? I will say this. As somebody who roasts these shows, I hope y'all know that I'm entertaining you guys and that we're just having a good time. I think that there are a lot of people who watch this show and for some reason you take on this like mission to constantly attack a housewife that you don't like or anybody on a reality TV show. And I just want to say, if you feel the need to like send a death threat or call somebody out their name or just write anything mean, don't, right? Because, and I just have to say this is somebody who works in the entertainment industry. What you see is not what was filmed, right? Now, I always say a lot of these reality stars try to be like, oh, it's editing and get out of being held accountable for the things that they've done. The reason why I say that is because even though it's editing, nobody's on TV. Like, nobody's being forced to be on TV. Bravo is not pistol whipping these housewives and telling them to show up the set. If anything, they're going to the network begging them to be a main cast member or for another season. Like, it's a give and a take, right? You sign away your life. You know that you're giving this network or this TV show content for them to make it whatever they want to make it. So you're not innocent, because even though you might not get a good edit, you still allow that show to continue with your image because you signed a contract for money. So even if you don't like the way you looked, you still accepted the check. So that is my thing, right? My thing is, at the end of the day, you not only auditioned knowing what the situation was going to be like, right? Because Housewives is not new at this point. So you knew what you signed up for. And even if it was something different, you still came back. You still accepted the check. So I don't really rock with the ones who say, oh, it was edited this way. The producers did that. The story editor did this. You still accepted the check and you still came back. So even if you don't agree, you kind of do agree because you keep on taking the checks and you keep on signing up for another season. Bravo and NBC is not holding you hostage. If anything, you are begging them to come back because this at this point is your only job. Now, Kathy probably don't have to do all that stuff that the other ladies are doing because they really want it. Like the woman that they really want on the show, they have a different way to bargain, right? They have a different way of negotiating because it's a mutual contract because the network wants them and they probably want the attention or the money. When the network don't need you, you negotiate a different way. So my thing is, even if the editing on you wasn't good, you still showed up, you still signed up, you still watched the season, you still negotiated for another season. So you got to take some responsibility, right? However, not however, in saying that, you still never get what really happened. I think a lot of people need to realize that a lot of this stuff is reenactments because things actually happen, but the cameras weren't there. So a lot of people are reenacting what actually happened. That's why it's allowed to be called reality TV, because they're reenacting something that really happened. It probably wasn't in that moment, but it actually did happen. That's how it's reality TV. It's also allowed to be reality TV, although there's a storyline because real things happen while filming, right? Even like the ladies who went into filming during this pandemic, they had storylines. But while they were filming, the pandemic happened. That's why it's being called reality TV. These ladies, although some are actors, and although a lot of them are, performing under their name, their real names, they're still creating a character for you to watch and enjoy. It's entertainment. It's ladies boxing, to be quite honest. It's our sports, right? So it's entertainment. It's something that you will tune into. If you are watching this show and you leave with such a visceral reaction where it's just like, I gotta tweet this woman, I gotta get on her Instagram, I gotta tell her to die. Maybe you need to turn that off and turn on PBS or read a Bible, touch some grass, go to brunch with people that you like, go for a run, get a pedicure, the expensive kind, where they rub lavender over your feet and hot rocks. Get a facial. Get your back blown out. Leave these women alone. Like, guys, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. They're all creating the characters. They're probably, a lot of them are probably not like this in real life, but at the end of the day, they're showing up to work. And their job is to play a character in their likeness, but to play a scripted character and improvise or reenact scenes. Erica, get on my nerves, right? I hate the way she performed this season. I don't like her character this season. Do I think that what we got this season is all of Erica Jane? Is the real Erica Jane? Probably not. Like, I don't, like, if I see her at Trader Joe's, because it seems like she's going to be shopping at Trader Joe's now. Child, you ain't got that Gelson's money. But I'm not going to be like, oh, how dare you? Snow in Pasadena? Liar! Who's doing that? Good season, girl. And mind my business. It ain't that deep, y'all. Like, there's some comments under here, and I'm like, really? Really? But the thing about it is they can't tell y'all that. So I'll tell y'all, because they can't say that, because that breaks the fourth wall, and that ruins the illusion. But I'm gonna let y'all know, a lot of this ain't real. If it is real, it already happened, or it happened during filming, and they just went with the flow. They literally sit down with a story producer and they plan out what their season is going to be. How in the hell is that real? How in the hell is that real life? They're literally paid to go to dinner and fight. They're paid to be messy because we like watching it. Let them broads get a check and be annoying. Drag them during the show. When 9 p.m. hits, move on to something else. Because my God, today, y'all let these housewives have it. And y'all don't do none of that for Summer House. And those people are awful on Summer House. I can't believe the way people go up for that show. I watched one episode and I was just like, really? Y'all let women stay in this house with these men, these drunk, deranged men? How has that show not been shut down? I don't get it. I don't get it. But y'all don't drag them Summer House people like y'all drag them housewives who hold this network up. Ciao. Them Summer House people. The men on Summer House, I would be so scared as a woman in that house, but child, and they put that one sister through it. Let me move on. Yup. Shantavia says she sure did say that Sutton was on her third season, and Andy corrected her and said, oh, she only had 2. He was hot with her. Hot with her. Hot with her. Let me move on to let me get some visual taste. Said Dorit probably had someone delete negative comments because all of her post comments were lighting her up. Well, I saw a few that I'm just not going to read. They were just like mean. Jesus. Miss Brown Sugar said, I wonder if people calling her annoying just have a problem with Jennifer Tilly's voice. It's her voice. It's her voice. It's her voice. Oh, her reunion trailer post. Yeah, because there are some under this last one that just doesn't. Okay. All right, let me see that. Okay. The first one, be nice to Garcelle. The second one, sweetie, Garcelle isn't bullying you. Find another storylines because the fans see straight through you. Why don't you bring the same energy to your white counterparts? Hashtag bully. Who? By attacking Garcelle, you united the whole chunk of viewers who are tired of microaggressions and bigotry in this franchise. If some didn't used to watch this show through a critical lens, you provided them all with free LASIK. All right. We all see clearly now. Your time is up. Poncho the God lit her up. Leona said, you're yelling. You seem angry. Are you bullying Garcelle now? Okay, Leon. Tanwa Parker said, you didn't need to be there. PK could have taken your spot. And it would have been more entertaining to the viewers. By the way, who you yelling at? Nothing you said or did was that serious to evoke such emotion. Oh, Juan said you are boring and you need to go. Rachel said, who are you barking at? They did not like you yelling at Garcelle. Fake or not, honey, you went too far. I bet you she's going to switch it up next season if she comes back. If she comes back, she's going to switch it up next season. Sean Terry, I'm not bothered by that. They can't say nothing about Jennifer Tilly. Let them know. Oscar Award nominee Jennifer Tilly. These fools need a history lesson. Jennifer Tilly, who has been booked and busy since half of these people been alive. They can't put some respect on her name. Put some respect. Let me get a couple more, and then we're going to get out of here because I got to get ready for Married at First Sight. Oof. I'm going to have to let Johnny have it. Vodka said, yes, exactly. Can't stand people who say mean things in comment sections too, due to an opinion on a Real Housewives show. Pathetic. Like, listen, like you can have your opinion, but guys, it really isn't what you're seeing really isn't what happened. Like, really isn't. They're turning it up. For you, they want you to they do want you to have a reaction, but I'm just like, come on. It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera. Oh, Potomac, the comments on Potomac are brutal. Nothing is more brutal than the comments for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I mean, that's another conversation for another time, but the Black Housewives, that fan base, another conversation for another time. But the way y'all read them sisters. Vodka said, yes, exactly. Oh, I got that one. Miss Brown Sugar said, yes, Bravo fans are getting OOC out of control. I got it. Yes, out of control. There are quite a few celebs, cultural commentators who are stepping away from live tweeting because the fan base is getting vitriolic. Work. Yeah. It doesn't, I don't know. I think we can we can be shady like they are. But some comments, like I saw that a few comments under the Reeds post, not the trailer one, but a few, and I'm like, you want to hit her? But why? Like that's why I say the same thing about Candace on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Like all of them comments are saying that y'all want to a lot of the comments are saying they want Monique to beat her up again. What? You want to what? I mean, at the end of the day, she's doing her job, because if you guys have such a reaction about her, I'm telling y'all are not the ones who don't like her. Y'all are helping her secure another check, another season for the show. The same thing y'all do with Kenya. So many of y'all do not like Kenya, but she trends every episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And even if it's hate comments, it doesn't mean a damn thing, because to the network, it just means coins. Why do you think Meghan McCain was on The View for so long? She hated being there. They hated her being there. Y'all watched her to another season and another season and another season. At the end of the day, even though you don't like Candace, she's doing something right, because she trends every episode, even if it's hate. Visual Taste said, I looked at the Reed's comments this morning and they were not playing. Baby, they were not playing. Garcelle didn't even post a trailer to her page yet. Yeah, it is what it is. Like you play this character, but you play this character. You are very microaggressive to her. You were given full Karen, so you're going to get the full Karen treatment. But I just want people to just realize it's not what you think. What you're saying is not what you think you're saying. You're not seeing the producer, while the cameras are down, saying, well, in her confessional, she said this. So bring that up, go after that. And also this person said that you said this. So maybe address her, or maybe bring it up at the table. So when we get back to, we're ready. Okay. So when we get back, just make sure you ask her about that. All right. Okay, go. Like y'all don't see that. Y'all just seeing them at the table and y'all just think they're being messy. No, it's a lot that goes into that messy dinner scene. The only people who I don't think are getting coached that much is the Real Housewives of New York, because all you got to do is get them broad some liquor and they will destroy a dinner party. All you got to do is give Sonia Morgan 1 or 2 wine coolers, and baby, it's a scene. It's a scene. K-Yor says, that's why I don't follow Bravo affiliated accounts or podcaster. The fan base is toxic, just as bad as The Bachelor. Yeah, I think it's worse than The Bachelor. JG said people are so oddly obsessed with these housewife shows. Real Housewives of Potomac has gotten so disgusting and just radiates mental illness from a lot of the fan base. Mostly new people that came for the fight. Listen, another reason why I say that is because there are a lot of people out there who are not healthy, right? Who do things like to harm certain people, like there are just people who will take on this idea that this is who this person is. And next thing you know, they're showing up at their house, scaling a fence, trying to get in to beat somebody up because of something that was said. I remember when Nene got into something at an airport with somebody who was cussing her out about something she said to, I think, Candy or Portia. And it's just like, you trying to fight her at the airport over a TV show? I just think we should just enjoy, have a good time. Listen, come here and kiki with me. Get your aggression out here. I'll talk you off the ledge. Leave them broads alone. Guys, listen, if I end up on a reality TV show, I'm trying to let y'all know this. Support me. Support me. Y'all could be like, oh, Nikki would never do something like that. But just know, I'm trying to get another season. So excuse me if I break a wine glass and put it at another housewife's neck. I'll be like, oh my God, money has changed her. I'm trying to get another season. Work with me. Work with me. One thing I can promise you, though, I'm not going to destroy nobody's marriage. I'm not bringing up no, cheating storylines. I'm not doing none of that stuff. And I'm not talking about people's money. That's one thing you don't do. Getting people's marriage or getting people's money or their kids. Unless their kids is my age. But I'm going to leave that stuff alone. But I'm going to be messy in, other reasons. I'm in other situations. I'll be like, oh, so Valerie, remember when we were in my hot tub, just having a good time, a good laugh, and a kiki? You said that Cheryl over here hates Marcia. Why did you say that? I'm getting another season. Support me. Support me. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, Marcia, Cheryl, Valerie, I didn't want you guys to fight. I just wanted us to get it all out in the open because we're a sisterhood. I wanted us to talk about it because I wanted us all to be friends. Let me get my check. Let me get my check. And when I have events and y'all come to the events, be like, Nikki, you were a mess on that show. But girl, I know you. I'll be like, thanks for watching. Did you have a good time? Because the scene would have been boring if I didn't mix it up a bit. Thank you. Nikki, I saw you producing. Thank you. That's all you need to do. Miss Brown Sugar said, especially for the Black housewife shows, absolutely. The public goes low, sexist and or racist, or threatening violence right away. Absolutely. Rachel said, when it comes to racist behavior, I will light your comments up. Sorry, not sorry. And I don't have a problem with that. I really, really don't. Because at the end of the day, you agree, even if you don't feel that way, you agree to play that character. You agree to do that. So that should be checked. But I'm just like, some people just take it a little too far. Hey, Ryan. Ryan said Basketball Wives was the only show that got my blood pressure up a little, and maybe Bad Girls Club back in the day. Oh, Bad Girls Club was supposed to do that to you. Bad Girls Club was horrible. I watch it now and I'm like, oh my God. I tuned in every season. Ugh. Shame, embarrassment. That show was horrible. You watch it back now and you're like, those girls were brutalized. Brutalized. But a lot of them are still a part of the franchise. Tracy said the Real Housewives of Potomac fan base moved from Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop. Absolutely. If y'all remember back in the day, I used to review Love and Hip Hop. I stopped because my comment sections was so violent. Like people were like actually fighting in the comment section and talking about where you stay. I'm in Virginia Beach. If you come down here, I can't wait to run into you. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Do y'all know, like, if any reality TV show is manipulated to the bone, it's Love and Hip Hop. Ain't none of that stuff real. None of what you see on Love and Hip Hop is real. The only thing that's real is the cheating. Is the cheating, because that happens while they're filming. That is the only thing. All of that stuff is fake. All of it. It's so obvious. Like, that is the show where you're just like, that show is so fake. My mom, who watches it, is just like, oh my God, they didn't even try. My mom, who believes all of that stuff, it's just like, oh, Mona, what are we doing? Mona, this don't make no sense. Why would she put this in here? None of that is real. None of it. None of Love and Hip Hop is real. Aside for the cheating. The cheating is the only thing. Lips getting dry. JG said, right, the whole talk get hit crew fail to realize hit me, go to jail. Like, it's not clicking for them while they be on the internet making threats. Let me tell you something. I got some beautiful lips. Okay. Got made fun of about my lips in middle school. Now all the broads have made fun of me getting all kinds of lip fillers, looking like they got stung by a bee. Anyway, you can't get this. You can't get this. Anyway, the thing that cracks me up about those people who say stuff like that, I'm like, okay, so you feel that way about Monique hitting Candace. I know you can't stand your boss, right? So when you go into that call center tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I want you to for the first time in your life at this job, be on time. Clock in early. And when you get to your desk and your manager walks over, I want you to punch her in the throat. Because you're talking big on the internet. You say, oh yeah, I can't wait for Monique to if she come back on this show, because Candace wasn't talking like that to Monique. You think you talk like that to that boss that gets on your nerves? The one that tells you that you're a little aggressive on your phone calls? The one that tells you that you can't eat Doritos while taking customer calls? The one that tells you that you can't go on your lunch break right now because Phyllis is late for her shift, so she needs you to stay an extra 45 minutes until Phyllis get here because she missed her bus, so she has to wait for the next bus to come, and your feet are swollen because you got on these too small sneakers, because you put on the wrong sneakers when you left because you were rushing to work this morning because you were late again. And you already got 2 strikes, you don't need another. So when that ball saunters over there with her stiff waterfall bang and tell you that you can't leave yet because Miss Phyllis is still waiting for the 42. And she missed the first one. So it's going to be a while. I want you to punch your boss, your manager with the stiff waterfall bang. Okay? I want you to punch her in her forehead. And when she grabs her forehead, I want you to take your knee and knock her in her coochie. And when she reaches down for her coochie, because you broke the coochie bone, I want you to take her head and flip her body over. Because you're telling me that that's what you want Monique to do to Candace again. So since you talking like that, I want you to do that at work. And I want to see if you keep your job. Now, if you work at Wendy's, you're going to keep your job because they can't find nobody else to work there. But I want to know if you're going to keep that job at Walmart. I want to know if you're going to keep that job at Acme, if you're from Philly. I want to know if you're going to keep that job at Pathmark. I want to know if you're going to keep that call center job. I want to know if the Hilton is still going to let you be the front desk receptionist after you do that. I want to see it because you talking so big. You want that to happen to Candace. I want to see you do it to your boss or your coworker. I want to see you take your phone, not your phone, take your headset And I want you to take that headset cord and wrap that cord around Harry from accounting's neck and put that fool to sleep. And I want to see if you keep your job. Don't hesitate, because you don't want Monique to hesitate. Don't hesitate. I want you to do it. And then I want you to sit back at your computer and finish writing your post on Facebook, because you ain't doing no work. Let's tell the truth and shame. You ain't doing nothing at that damn job. And I want to see if you're able to clock out and finish your shift, or if you end up in prison. Let's just see. Let's just see what happens here, because you think that what happened to Candace was okay and that Monique should have kept her job. Then I want you to do the same thing. And if you don't feel like you can do it, then I want you to be on the receiving end of your coworkers' fist. And then I want to see what you're going to do. Are you going to take it? Are you going to get up and fix your wig and be like, you got me today, girl? You got me today, but I'm going to catch you in the parking lot tomorrow. That's all right. That's all right. My eyes swelling up, but that's all right. I'm going to live. I'm going to see you again. You mean to tell me that you're not going to take your Marshall's purse and sashay up to HR and let them know what just happened to you? Okay, girl. Okay. You mean to tell me you're not going to sit down at HR's office, open your Marshall's purse that you got on clearance, pull your ponytail out, that Taisha ripped out of your head, and show them what happened? You put it on the HR manager's table and say, look what Taisha did to me. Fire her. Get her out of here. And after this, I'm calling my lawyer. Are you going to do that? No. I hope you don't. I hope you don't. I want you to pick that ponytail up, strap it back to your head, and get back to work. Because that's what Candace should have done. That's what Candace. You'll be the first one calling the police. The first one. Stop it. Stop it. Your argument is weak. Very weak. Anyway, I've worked far too many jobs. I have way too many scenarios just sitting right here. Far too many working class jobs. I've worked far too many working class jobs, baby. The scenarios are right here. Right here. Not the Liz Claiborne bag. You know she got that bag with the red tag on it from Marshalls. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. And I love Marshalls. Listen, I got me a Marshall's purse or two with the red tag. That's how I know. That's how I know. They're the best work. They are the best work purses ever. No. We have there's a I don't know if it's a tri-state area thing, but our markets are called we have a market called Acme. Is Acme still around? Acme, Pathmark. Because this is the thing, right? That y'all are lying. Y'all would not do the same thing. Stop it. Candace need Monique again. If your coworker did that to you, baby, the way you be rolling on the floor, just dreaming about that workman's comp, shaking. Get out of here. They'd be like, oh my God, Stephanie, get up. Stephanie, what's happening? Because you know you about to get paid. Oh, you know. Gonna be right in that workman's comp office. I can't think anymore. I'm having migraines. My back is hurting me. Stop it. I had to put Post-it notes up in my cubicle so I could remember who I am rolling up a napkin right in a workman's comp office. Stop it. You think you are Monique, but you are Candace. You think you are Monique, but you are Candace. Stop it. Stop it. You think that you're a Wendy shift member, but you're a call center hoe. You're a call center hoe. Know your place. Know your place. You know the managers with the stiff waterfall bang. You know, and the braided bun that she clip on right here. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. And she gives you hell every time she manages your shift. We all know her. We all know her. She wears them big black orthopedic nurse shoes with them slim fit capri pants that she got from Macy's out of the clearance section. That's why they so hyped. They're not supposed to be capris, but she got the wrong damn size. And that tight belt with the fupa sitting out of it. And a shirt tucked in. And a Chinese corner store bangles. Come on. Come on. We know who this chick is. She's destroyed everybody at this job. She stresses you out when she gets out of her Toyota Tercel in the morning. Y'all all looking out of the call center office and you're just like, here she go. The fun's over. Let me put my cell phone up now for she write me up. We all know. We've all had that manager. We've all had that manager. We've all. Or Larry with the stained teeth from all that damn coffee that he drinks. He don't do nothing, but he comes around and looks at everybody's cubicle to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. But up to now, Larry has yet to do his job. But he's just leaning over, just making sure you're working, pal. All right. All right, Nikki, I see that Facebook. Next time, you're out of here. We know. We've all had those managers. We've all had those managers. I love y'all. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. I love y'all. Black gal said, my pride wouldn't let me get slapped and do nothing if it's just a coworker, but if management, I'm rolling on the floor and falling across the desk. Baby, I'm going unconscious. And then I'm waking up and I'm like, where am I? What is this place? Nikki, calm down. Nikki? Who's Nikki? I'm getting my money. I'm getting my money. We're all Candace. We're all Candace. Unless you work at a Philadelphia Wendy's, then you are definitely a Monique. Definitely a Monique. Shout out. Let me get out of here because I'm late for my next live. Shout out to the replay gang. I love y'all. I have such a good time. I hope these things can last forever. Shout out to the replay gang. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the channel to your social media. Thank you so much, guys. I've had fun. I'm late. I got to hop into Married at First Sight. I am glad to have spent this time with you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. Please do not let your manager with the waterfall bang and the braided bun get on your nerves, or Larry with the stained teeth. Don't let them get on your nerves. Don't let those coworkers get you out of who you are. Work that job. For those of you who are watching me at work, I hope I made it bearable for you for the remainder of your shift. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon for something else. I'm hopping into Married at First Sight. Bye. Bye, family.